My whole life I have been talked down. Any decision I wanted to make seemed unsafe and stupid. Even spending time on my computer as a young girl. I was more something people wanted to shape instead of giving me the freedom and trust to shape myself and my life. With 18, I had enough and ran away from home. I spent a night at a women's shelter, and here I am, almost a decade later. I had a huge sense for injustice and a moral compass since a very young age. It was difficult for me to obey to nonsense. Even though I still feel love for the same people, I cannot forget the abandonment, being disowned, or the wounds, both emotional and physical, that left their mark. So much pain, so much destruction, and still, I created something beautiful out of this chaos. I cannot tell you why hardship exists and why some experience it more than others, but I can tell you what you can do with it. If you ever felt small, unseen, or held back, this video will show you that those moments don't define you. They prepare you. Finally, after a whole year, I'm releasing 2 new fine art prints. They carry many of the messages and emotions behind this video, and they are now available at valerielyn.com. After this video, you will have the courage to see your own life, your hardships, and even your wounds as opportunities for growth. Artists often create from the subconsciousness, where unresolved beliefs and emotions are reflected in their work. As they grow in self-awareness and achieve new perspectives, this inner shift is seen in both their art and their way of being. In the last video, I finished half of an oil painting, but I had to take a break from this painting because I did not like the concept anymore. In the middle of the painting, there was a woman and she was like this. And that's not it. Next to her was this time a male figure and he was like this. Excuse me, what is the message here? I had created this concept a year ago, but while painting this 1 year later, something within me did not want to paint it anymore. So I erased it and created a whole new concept. Whenever something bad happens, I remember the word transmutation. Transmutation is a term found in alchemy. Alchemy existed long before modern physics and chemistry. It was science mixed with metaphysics. Not only the material world, but also the human spirit and the way a person thinks. Turning metal into gold was the goal of the alchemists, not just in the physical sense, but also in the spiritual. A painful experience, such as running away from home, might feel terrible at first. It's full of fear, loss, and confusion, but through reflection, growth, and healing, that experience can be transmuted into wisdom, resilience, and compassion. Many of us carry experiences like these. People who claimed to care for us tied their acceptance to conditions. They said we could be honest, yet when we shared our truth, we were met with punishment, judgment, or withdrawal. Often, what they projected onto us came from their own insecurity and pain. But their well-being was never our responsibility, nor was it our task to hold everything together at the cost of ourselves. Still, we carried guilt and shame until it burned us out. When we set boundaries, they disappeared. When we spoke, they called us weak, unworthy, unlovable. That is not love, that is control, that is manipulation. You know what? Let me destroy the image I was given. I am not that person they tried to mold me into. Let there be chaos. Let them think what they want. Let everything break apart and dissolve, so there's nothing left. And in that space, I can become everything. The old alchemists called this path solvi et coagula. First dissolve and break apart, then reunite and rebuild. When we let go of old patterns, old securities, or destructive thoughts, we create space for something new, more refined. We take all our experience and what we have learned and shape it into a new whole. Your wound becomes wisdom. Painting the mouth, this area where it ends and begins, is where the expression is the most powerful. You know, when it's just a few centimeters going down or straight or up, it communicates a whole different emotion and expression. Guys, look how magical painting is. This middle part it's like birth, it's coming to life. I have never been on a vacation and I always wanted to see certain parts of this earth, especially as an artist, but I never felt safe enough or that I deserve it. But this time I finally took a break. And then I went on my first vacation for 5 days with just one backpack. Hey guys, I'm in Spain, Mallorca. I spent almost no time on my phone, but I wanted to take you with me on my last day exploring a beautiful place. Good morning, guys. Yesterday I bought this. Now let's go to the beach. So I want to go to a different beach, and it's a 25-minute walk through this beautiful area. Let's look at all these plants. You know, I love these flowers. The colors are so pretty. They have also beautiful shell necklaces. I think I'm going to get a few. Guys, look at the color of the water here. I think I will eat something and then I will walk to the other beach nearby. I'm also on my own. I think it's beautiful when you can take yourself to these places. I was this girl swimming there. I have never experienced this much silence. It's an amazing view, but I like the other beach way more. I'm not going to swim here. Today I had good experience and bad experiences. I think I walked for an hour to get to this place because I walked back to the restaurant and the food was so bad and I paid so much, but you can't control that. I'm back at my place. I think I'm going to shower, then sleep for an hour and then I'll go back outside. Hey guys, I took a shower, took a nap, and I got myself a crepe with Nutella, strawberries and banana. And look at the view. I always saw these scenes in movies, but when you see them in real life, it's way better. I'm back home. Good morning, guys. Today I'll get a new bed. so cute. Do you see? It's all pointing. I had the option to get a bed that had this here as a square, but I really like the round shape. It's centering, it's resting for me, it's not spreaded. I kind of feel like I'm way faster. I can paint way faster than last time, even though I took such a long break. Sometimes when we take a break, we get better. I know it does not make sense, but I think it's because your subconsciousness is processing things, and that's why it's necessary and so important to take breaks as well. I think I'm going to paint this area a bit more neutral with this brown tone. Otherwise it gets too colorful. Should I paint one figure or two? I'm kind of freestyling this painting. I had an interesting thought. Maybe I'll take this figure, and that's also her here in the middle. I'm not sure, or maybe it's multiple different women. Maybe it's a different outfit, or you don't really know if it's her, if it's telling a story. Good morning, guys. I finally made the decision to paint two more figures here, and one figure is also playing a harp. One thing that is super important for me in this painting is to keep balance. You know, because you have figures and focal points, I want the viewer to stay kind of stuck in this painting, to look around and find things and think. That's also something that I have constantly in my mind. What also is really important for me when I paint is to have dynamic. It's just 1 second of a moment that you can see, but I want the viewer also to think in the future, in the past, what is happening right now, what will happen next. This one figure is looking like this. What is happening? Why is she looking to that side? Oh my god, guys. I'm just trying to get a good angle for filming, and I'm just seeing this from here. This is amazing. Oh my god. It feels so different when you cover the whole painting. When I came back to my hometown, I almost slipped into the same role I had before I left. I could never be around my family for more than 2 days without a fight. Being surrounded by them and people from my past was deeply triggering, especially because some refused to accept that I had grown and changed. My growth was visible on the outside, and for that I attracted strange manipulation and emotional abuse. I cried and suffered half of the time I was in the studio, and I wanted to end my life more than once. But all of this was necessary. It forced me to confront and release the deep, unconscious belief patterns I had been indoctrinated with as a young girl. When you want to reach for something new, life will show you what is still holding you back. Sometimes it feels like pain, and sometimes it feels like resistance. But either way, it's an invitation to resolve it. This looks so good already. I think I'm going to paint 1 more week and I'm done. What I had to learn was to set even better boundaries without running away this time. My word, just saying no, should be accepted. A lot of women are raised to be people pleasers and often pushed into more submissive roles. This is often justified with arguments about evolution or women are too emotional to make good decisions. But that's just outdated nonsense. I had to learn to become my own protector and decision maker, setting boundaries, trusting my own decisions, and no longer outsourcing authority. Guys, I have to tell you something. I painted these 2 faces in just 1 day. They are not done. But do you see how fast I can paint? I have evolved. During this, I think it took me 1.5 months painting this, also with concept and thinking about it. It took me 3 or 4 days to paint this face. And just in 1 day, 2 faces. Wow! Good morning, guys. I painted some details of the painting and now I'm going for a morning run. I'm back home. Let's continue. One thing that I don't like about this painting is her face. I have to change it. So this painting is almost done. Okay, here is her hand. She's playing the harp. I took this tea can as a reference. I want to paint the side in dusty pink as well. I always paint the hands at last because I don't really like to paint hands. I always delay that step, and sometimes in my compositions I don't even think about the hands. Like, yeah, somewhere here should be the hands. But for the next painting, something that I have to do for sure, that's when I will paint faster my paintings, is to also plan the position of the hands and also how the hands should look like and where they are. Okay, now let's paint the stripes of the harp. I was wondering which brush I should use. Maybe I'll go for this one here. You see how long it is? I want to show you what I'm also doing besides painting, because a lot of people think when you are a painter, your life is really easy. A lot is going on like everyone else. What I'm currently doing is I'm learning about taxes. I had a lot of difficulties with tax advisors. They made a lot of mistakes and I just had the feeling that they don't know really what they are doing. At least the ones I encountered. I'm trying to learn that stuff so I understand it, and it helps me also to build and plan the future. And taxes in Germany are really complicated. I don't know if you can see it, but I cried many times while doing this because it's really scary. I want to understand. I'm slowly understanding everything, and understanding takes away fear. I'm going to pack these 2 oil paintings and go to Berlin tomorrow to my manufacturer and create some beautiful fine art prints. Hey guys, I'm at the manufacturer in Berlin and they have already scanned these 2 paintings. And when I say scanning, I don't mean something like this on a glass thing like this. I mean scanning with a machine that costs $500,000 or something, and it goes over it like this. It does not touch the painting, and it's so incredible that you see more details on that scan than with your eyes. This is the bridge I always walked along on my way to the museums here. That museum is my favorite museum, but it's closed. Also, I'm really tired. It's already almost 7. I think I'll go and check into my hotel room. Okay guys, I'm checking into my hotel room. Oh my god. Guys, you don't know how overstimulated I got. And I'm kind of glad that I left Berlin because I can focus on my art and myself and work. I also have a TV. I think I haven't had a TV for 10 years or something. This is the scan. Do you see? Wow. Okay, I have to remove this like that. This dot. In some areas the contrast is too high and it's normal. The canvas has texture. Actually, you will not see that because the print size will be this, but I still like to zoom in and clean it up a little bit more. Guys, look at this scan. It's so wow. I'm really happy that I invested in tech so early because I wouldn't be able to sit here and work. I will also do a lot of color correction. And this is the tool I'm using. Good morning guys! Today is the next day and I'm still retouching this painting. I'm not sure if I will make it today. Maybe I'll have to stay a day longer because it's so much. It's 2 oil paintings that I have to retouch, and I also have to do lots of test prints. I'll sit there for an hour and retouch this painting and then go to the manufacturer. I can focus so much more in this small isolated hotel room than at the manufacturer or in my studio or at a cafe. I can't focus at cafes at all. Good morning guys, what's up? My whole body hurts. My eyes are so dry. I feel like I want to rest this whole day. I think it's important to show you this side as well, that it's really exhausting and a lot of work that you have to do. And many people just think, oh, I paint there, I sit there and paint fancy and calm and peaceful. But no, as much as peace you see in my videos, that much of chaos and suffering and that stuff I also have, okay? This is baseline, this is 0, this is the beauty that you see, and there is also a lot of ugliness. I don't think that I'm ever going to show you this type of ugliness because I don't want to, and I don't feel comfortable with it, but I don't want to hide anything. Today I'm not going to edit anything or sit in front of a screen because my eyes really hurt and burn. Oh, I'll pack orders, clean up this apartment. Everyone has all the sides and we must appreciate everything and never be fooled by someone who just shows a calm and peaceful life. Good morning, guys. I'm going to sign these fine art prints. This is observation, that one. And on this edition I still have my old signature, but for the future, I made the decision to evolve my signature because I am also evolving as a person. And it's going to look like this, on something like this, and the numbering, but also embossing. Yes, embossing! It's going to look so pretty. Oh my god, I love to work on my fine art prints and just make the experience and everything better or enhance it. This is a really huge order, and I just want to thank each one of you for anything that you do, for interacting with me, even watching my videos. Thank you, guys. Okay. When you order a fine art print from my store, it always is packed in this here as well for extra safety because it travels around the world. Okay, the next hours I'm going to sit here and work on branding. I have a logo. I think I have it since 3 years. I have to do a few more refinements. I'm trying to figure out some branding to personalize my packaging, and this design is going to be sticked on this lid for shipping the fine art prints. I believe that packaging is so important for the product itself, and I want to make it as magical and special as possible for you. Guys, look what I got for the studio. It's cute. This for the studio. Oh, she's cute. Wow. I decided to get a dragon because the dragon is always our biggest fear and something that we have to learn to look into the eyes. It's the end boss. You know, you want that chest with the coins. And it's guarded by the dragon, and the dragon is so beautiful. Look at. Also, this piece. Morning, guys. I designed a certificate for my fine art prints, but it's not done yet. I have designed this sticker for the lid of the tubes. And now I'm going to design a dragon which comes on top of the tissue paper which is around the fine art print. Something like this. This is cool. A woman, the Pegasus, the dragon, the sky, stars, moon. That's the frame. I made the decision to add a dragon to my brand design as well, because I believe that adds so much more to the storytelling of the whole design, the whole theme. And all these designs add so much to the experience of unpacking something that you have purchased for yourself or as a gift for someone. I want the experience for my collectors or customers to be as magical and uplifting as possible. I'm almost done with the design. I left some space here because I want to write down the word courage. So one thing that you should never underestimate is the choice of your fonts, because a font communicates character. It speaks for itself. My symbolic choice is a dragon. A dragon is like this, it's something dangerous, right? But I used some more fluid and softer edges to make it a bit more soft. Now, the choice of a font will also have an impact of how this design is received by the viewer. I changed the color of the sticker. It's a light pink with a dusty dark pink in the background. And with this font, kind of looks good. I'll do a few more changes and then it's done. Finally, I put more of my thoughts into reality and the embossing stamp has arrived. I am incredibly proud of the logo that will be on the fine art prints. It's my logo. It's something I drew, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know why it took me so long, don't ask. But now it's put into reality and I'm really proud. And it will be put on each print that you will receive from now on. This is so beautiful, look. Guys, this is my logo. Are you proud? Look at this beautiful detail. And here from the back, like this. And the designed stickers also have arrived. I'm not 100% happy, but I know I will make a combination and it's really important to put your thoughts into reality and continue from there on. This is a sticker printed on normal paper. This one has a special effect. I will definitely do a combination of these two. And this is also really cool. It's not 100% what I want, but it's better to put thoughts into reality. Okay, now I'm going to emboss these prints. I think I'm going to wear some gloves. I have to take off my rings. This is harder than I expected to be. I'm actually so nervous. On the go, there are just problems you did not expect. So I cut out the same length I have here and I'm going to practice first. They are all on different heights and I had to figure out a good height. This print looks so different. This is some elite stuff, okay? Wow! This print is available now at valerielin.com. It comes in 40 x 60 centimeters, a size that fits perfectly into standard frames you can easily find online or at local stores. Of course, you can still visit a professional framer if you want, but this time a custom frame isn't necessary. Next one. I am addicted to evolving stuff because this feeling that you get when you improve something is the best feeling, okay? Just improve something in your life and you will get addicted to improving. This will look so masterfully on here. I'll mark the table, not the print, and then I'm centering it like this. As always, I've chosen only the highest quality, archival museum grade paper with vibrant, long-lasting inks. We are talking about 300 years without fading. This way you can enjoy the beauty and message of this piece for a lifetime. Until the end of September, every collector of one of these prints will receive a gift included in their order. Each print comes also with a certificate of authenticity, confirming that only 200 people in this world will ever own this edition. I am so proud, guys. I'm so proud of my logo. It looks so beautiful. You know, some people will not understand it because they are not doing it, but when you work really hard for a long time on something and going through struggle, problems, solving it, and you finally see the result and it looks good, this feeling, I can get it from nowhere on earth. I can travel, I can see stuff, but this feeling is the best feeling in the whole world. I swear. I'm addicted to challenging myself in a good way. Addiction, I mean in a good way. You know, I do a lot of things in extreme ways, but this is... I feel happy.